The Aboriginal people of Australia were colonized in 1770 by the British, but before their arrival, they used to live freely, practicing their own religion and beliefs, hunting in the forest, and living all together on their land. But once the British came, everything changed. No more land. Diseases were brought by the Europeans, and Aboriginal children were stolen and taken away from their own families. Land was everything to Aboriginals. They believed that they belonged to the land, not that the land belonged to them, which was the complete opposite of what Europeans believed. They took Aboriginal people away from their land, making them sick and killing many of them. They forced Aboriginal people to live in terrible conditions, such as fringe dwellers. But in 1972, Vincent Lingiari stood up for the Gurindji people's land rights and brought the land back to the Aboriginal Gurindji people. When the Europeans colonized Australia, they brought many diseases with them, such as smallpox, measles, tuberculosis, eye irritations, and many other diseases. These diseases were either caused by the environmental changes or they were brought from Europe on purpose to kill many Aboriginal people. Aboriginal people died because they had no immunity toward any diseases, and Europeans wanted to get rid of black people. Children were taken away from their families and taken to British camps in order to become civilized, they thought. In the movie Rabbit with Fence, Molly, Gracie and Daisy get stolen from Jagalong and taken to camp at the Moore River Settlement, which is in the south of Australia. Although they then decide to escape and Gracie gets recaptured, Daisy and Molly walk through the whole country and along the fence to go back to their families. They arrive safely in Jagalong and stay there without being recaptured. Stolen children are also known as stolen generations. This all happened during the assimilation policy. Before being colonized by the Europeans, the Aboriginals lived a peaceful life, but the impact of the British settlers coming in Australia was very negative. Through the protection and assimilation policy, negative effects were shown and the Indigenous people suffered a lot. Their beliefs were not respected as well as their culture. Although, during the self-determination and reconciliation policies, their culture and traditions were respected. They got their rights back, and the Aboriginals and non-Aboriginals were then able to live in harmony after the referendum of 1967. Today, they have equal rights and Indigenous people can live a decent and proper life.